the thumbs. Okay. Good evening, welcome, and hello to yet another 42 News for the Week with myself, Ali, and Andy. We're just going to talk about all the video game news for the week. Andy has carefully curated all your stories so you don't need to tune in and listen to us every day. Thank goodness, I hear you say. Yes, that's right. Once a week, not once a day. Andy, what have we got for the folks this week?
So we need to talk about Joy-Con drift, right? Because Nintendo have come out and spoken about Joy-Con drift for the first time in a wee while this week, and they've said some interesting things about it, which they don't work. This doesn't ring true for me. So what they've said, and this is Nintendo's Ho Shiota, who is the general manager of the company's technology development division, right? So basically, he says that some wear is unavoidable, and he basically likened the movement seen in Joy-Con controllers to the kind that wears down car tires, right? And here's a specific quote, right? Car tires wear out as the car moves, fair, as they are in constant friction with the ground to rotate. So with that same premise, we asked ourselves, how can we improve durability? And not only that, but how can both operability and durability coexist? It's something we are continuously tackling. I call fucking bullshit on that, right? You're talking absolute bullshit, Mr. Cole, because a car tire is easily replaceable, right?
Yeah.
You can take the tire off, you can put a new tire on, like buy a new tire for it, fine. You need very little skill to do it. You need one tool, which is like a fucking wrench thing. Anyone can do it, and a jack. You need to jack up your car, do a wrench thing. You can change a tire in like 10, 15 minutes, maybe, if you're good at it. And that's a car tire, which is like safety rated, all that. Like, and you have to change them because if you don't change them every so often, you're gonna not have enough grip for your car to stay on the fucking road, and it's gonna slide around. A Joy-Con is not the fucking same thing as a car tire. Fuck off.
No.
Now, like I would totally get his point and agree with him, right? If the Joy-Con, sticks were replaceable in some way, right? They are not. You cannot fucking replace a Joy-Con stick easily.
Yeah, like a tire.
Especially not like a tire. Like if you're taking apart a Joy-Con, replace a Joy-Con, like that thing, you're the whole stick. You're having to replace the whole stick movement mechanism. You're having to rip the Joy-Con completely down to its bare bones, take it all apart, and make sure you remember exactly what goes fucking where. And it's very small. It's very difficult to do it. You're talking 2 hours easily to do a Joy-Con, and it's like fucking tiny. Like easily, it's going to take you 2 hours, especially the first multiple times you tried to do it. You might not even be able to put it back together. Like Ali's got how many broken Joy-Cons in your house? 2? Or you only did one? But that experience was so bad for you, you didn't want to continue, and you didn't even try to do the other one. Like,
no.
I've taken apart a Joy-Con a couple of times and put it back together, and it's fucking horrendous. Like, it's the worst thing you could possibly try to take apart and put back together.
Oh, they're awful.
They're not repairable. So the durability, fuck off. Once the stick starts to drift, it's fucked. Buy a new Joy-Con or send it back to Nintendo if it's still under warranty, or take it back to where you bought it. Like, you cannot repair these things in a cost-effective manner. It takes way too long. Now, if they had some sort of easily like replaceable mechanism inside a Joy-Con, so like you could maybe use one screw or 2 screws or something, pop the stick out, pop a new stick in, done. Fair. They don't have that, so you've got no fucking right to compare it to a car tire, mate. Like, sorry, but you cannot do that. It's just nonsense. And yeah, you posted the Nibbles thing about him saying which car tire seller is scamming Nintendo employees, which is pretty funny. But anyway, do you have anything more to say about Joy-Con drift?
Yeah, I've never experienced it
Tiles.
once.
Okay, you've gotten lucky.
And I've had a lot of Joy-Cons. Like, I've got the Zelda set, I've got the purple and orange Halloween set, I had the red and blue set, I've had the black set, that's the one I took apart, now I've got the white set. Never once, no Joy-Con drift. Never, not once.
I have it on one of my Joy-Cons. the other one seems to be okay, but like I've stopped using my Joy-Cons like quite a long time ago now, so they don't get any play anymore. I will tell you though that I have seen a lot of Joy-Cons with Joy-Con drift, a lot of them. So it is very, very fucking common. It happens with the majority, not maybe not the majority, but like a lot more than you would think for a product that's like this, like Nintendo product, like way more often than PlayStation and Xbox controllers. It's insane. But anyway, Nintendo have not fixed it, and they're just
They
telling you
won't.
like, ah, it's a car tire.
They
Fuck
are
off.
not
Yeah,
going
fuck
to
off.
fix it.
They're not. They will fix it if it's under warranty. They will.
No, but they're not
If you
going to
send it back to
change
them, they'll
anytime
fix it.
soon, and they're not going to admit
No.
that it's a problem.
Nope. I think it's probably because people are playing Switch more than what like they played the Wii U and stuff. The Wii U probably has the same problem, but no one played it.
I think, to be fair,
Anyway,
all consoles will have that problem at some stage, and depending how you play it. I broke quite a few PS2 controllers, like with drifting, because of the ice hockey game, and that's because constantly in that game you're rotating the stick round and round and round, and it grinds it down and wears out the internals. So I get it, people play differently, but I've never experienced it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, just it hasn't happened to me, so
what a dick. Okay, moving on from that, Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition has been finally announced. That was obviously, we saw leaks for that a few weeks ago, but it has been announced officially today by Rockstar. So the trilogy, right, that's going to be Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, and
Vice City.
Vice City?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so they say the definitive edition. What do you think they've done to these games? Because they didn't show anything about that.
Nothing.
You don't think they've done anything, they've like remaster sort of thing, or just nothing at all?
No.
They must have done something.
This is the PC version. They've stole somebody's mod and released it.
Okay, fair enough. EA is considering dropping the FIFA from potentially next year. So
EA Football.
So yeah, then it would just be EA Football, which okay. The only reason they would do that is for money, because it obviously costs them a lot of money to brand it as FIFA every year, because FIFA is not owned by EA. They're licensing the name and the brand and everything, because that's the big football brand. But the thing is, like, people don't like FIFA that much, like the actual organization FIFA. People like the game FIFA, sure, and FIFA probably does well out of this, to be honest, because the FIFA game probably ups their likability factor a lot. If it was just FIFA the brand, there's a lot of like corruption and shit, like scandals going on and within FIFA. So I think that this is a mutually beneficial partnership for everybody, and I think they're thinking about doing this purely to get a better deal for themselves, so that they're not needing to pay FIFA, the organization, as much money for the brand name, which I think will happen because it works well for everybody. So, I know you don't care about that, so. No, he does not. Monster Hunter Rise shipped over 7.5 million units. That's good. It's only on one platform still, so
yeah,
that's cool. Also, the entirety of Twitch got leaked. So yeah, like we had to change our password on our Twitch, and associated ones had the same password just in case.
Not that we keep the same password for anything.
No, of course not. But I don't think that anyone's going to try and hack our Twitch. But like,
there was other avenues.
You never know. Yeah, but yeah, you never know. And some people may have got hacked. I don't know. But like all the people's earnings got released. Did you see any of those?
Crazy numbers.
Some of them are making crazy money. It's not even the people that you would think. Like I would have thought, like from my perspective, I would have thought like people. Like I know that like Dr. Disrespect and stuff's not on Twitch anymore, but like I would have thought that like the main streamers you would know who they were. Well, like half the people I had no fucking clue who they are. I'm like, don't know. I got to go down to about 12 before, like number 12 in the top rankings before I even knew who anyone was. Like, but I mean, we're not like big into the Twitch space, so like we don't see that as much. So, but yeah, there was some names in there like Pokimane and like Shroud and stuff like that was in there. So. Sucks for them to get their like, not even the dirty laundry, but like, it's like somebody was to post like how much you earn like online, like it's kind of dickish. So whoever leaked that is a dick, but to those to the streamers that had their information leaked, it kind of sucks. Twitch should, I don't know, do something though, like because that they shouldn't have that information leakable. Basically, that should be locked behind all sorts of firewalls and shit that like should not be impenetrable. So, anyway, PlayStation 5 has game trials now, which I didn't know. Like this came like maybe a few days ago now. I haven't tried any yet, but there is game trials available for some games, but not all games. You said that saves and trophies do carry over though. I don't
Yes,
believe
they do.
that you would earn the trophies when
You
you are
do.
playing the.
You do.
Oh no, because in
You
any
do.
other game trial though in PlayStation before, you don't earn the
Before?
trophy.
Yes,
No,
before.
no, I know, but like you would unlock the trophy, right? But then you wouldn't actually unlock it until such time as you bought the game.
Yeah.
So then once you bought the game, then it would pop any ones that you'd already earned.
But I
But it's
think
interesting.
this might be like EA Access, how you can get the trophies and that.
Okay. I might give this a shot then to get some trophies. Agent, by the way, is finally dead. It's RIP. It's never coming. They've been removed from the Rockstar website over a decade after it was announced on PS3. Agent is dead. It's never coming. We already knew that. But Hideo Kojima is supposedly consulting on a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake.
Yes.
Like, see if they do a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. That's really fucking disappointing for me. Like,
Yeah, but
I would
3 is
love
one
to
of the best ones.
see. Like, I played a little bit 3 and I didn't like it. That's the snake one in it, like where you're
Snakes in the mall, mate.
No, I know. Like, sorry, is it not like it's called Snake Eater or Subsistence or something like that? Like,
It's called Snake.
and
Yeah.
it's bits of it are in a jungle and things. Like, I didn't like any of that. The first one is the game that they should remake because that's a classic fucking game. And imagine you put that in a modern engine. Like, imagine you put that in the Decim engine. Like, oh my fucking god! Like, that'd be incredible. I don't know if they will. Like, maybe that's kind of one of them games that are like, this is untouchable. We're never remaking this. Or maybe Kojima refuses to let them remake it. Maybe, don't know. But I mean, Final Fantasy VII
Kojima
has
doesn't
been
own it.
remade.
And
that was the
Metal Gear
Untouchable
1.
game.
Metal Gear 1's been remade already on the GameCube.
But not remade. Not
It
remade.
was a remake. It was remade.
Not like.
What
No,
was
not
it?
like.
It wasn't.
Like
Not
nowadays
today, it's not, no, but it's been remade.
Okay. But I would play a Metal Gear 1 remake. Like, I think that would be awesome.
It would be better.
Like,
It was
I
a
love
better.
Metal Gear 1, and I would love to play it again because I only played it like one time through back in the day, and it's been 20 odd years.
It's
like,
the things
I
that
would
they
love to
could
play
do
it.
with it. Like, see when he says, like, I can see what you've been playing and stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah. And like they could do way more shit than that nowadays. But like the way that things work nowadays, like it'd be insane. Especially like given the way that Kojima's done like Death Stranding and how that all ties in with like community stuff. Like they could do some crazy shit with that game. Anyway, and then I think the last thing I want to talk about is there's two more things. Smash Bros. Final character was announced this week, so they did a big hoo-ha and a big announcement about who was going to be the final character.
Yeah.
And I was kind of expecting it to be somebody shite, honestly, like somebody from Mortal Kombat or like some of that, just or like another Tekken character or
Nothing wrong with
somebody
Tekken. I thought it was going to be even
Nintendo.
worse. I thought it was going to be Fire Emblem again.
Yeah, fight another guy with a sword. And it kind of is another guy with a sword. But it's the guy with the sword that's not a sword, it's a keyblade, and it's the guy that everybody wanted
forever.
in forever, yeah. And they even talked about, like, because they did a fan poll, like, years ago now, about what characters people would want to see in the game, and, like, they never revealed the results of this poll until now, and the number one character that people wanted in the game was Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So
Yes.
he's now finally coming to the game.
So the craziest part of this news story was that apparently they only had to ask Disney. They didn't have to ask Square because Disney's whole thing for allowing the characters to be used was that they own all the original characters that Square make for the game as well. So
Okay.
So like Disney owns Sora. Even though I think they would have,
I didn't know that.
I think they would still have to have Square's permission to use them in, like, say, Kingdom Hearts. They wouldn't be able to use like Kingdom Hearts as a TV show without Square being involved, sort of thing. I think it's a partnership, but that apparently it was only Disney that needed to be approached for Sora, not Square.
Well,
Which is weird.
They've obviously They obviously
'Cause
have spoken Square about it as well,
Oh
though, because
yeah, Disney would have went, look, we're going to put them, and they've went, well, Cloud and Sephiroth, everyone wants Sora, let's do it.
yeah. But they obviously have sorted things out with Square as well, because Kingdom Hearts, all of them are coming to the Switch, but
Weird.
via streaming.
Now, here's my biggest issue with this, Andy. I would have bought these if they were physical, because I still like physical Switch games.
Yeah.
These would have all fit in a cartridge because The Witcher 3's there. Because we got, what was it, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and then you got like 2.8 or whatever it was. Those discs were on PlayStation 3. 100% you could get them on Switch. Cloud only? I have no interest in playing Cloud.
Like there's 1.5 and 2.5. That's like one package, and that one is we're both on
PS3.
PS3. Then there's 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
It was also
that
on
one was
PS3.
PS4.
It was also on...
That was no Final Chapter Prologue wasn't.
It was.
That was a newer game. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 came out as well, which was PS4, PS4 only. And obviously Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 originally came out on PS2. So like, anyway, those are all coming to Switch by Cloud.
No, you're right about 2.8, but no one cares about it, right? But you could have done 1.5 and 2.5, not together, but you could have released them as two separate games.
Wait. So according to Nibble's thing, right, only Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be Cloud, and the other ones are going to be normal.
They were all confused.
I think they're all. I'm sure I've seen they were all Cloud. Nibble was wrong.
They're all Cloud. He jumped the gun a bit too early with that one. They're all Cloud based. They could 100% though, like you said, right? So 1.5 and 2.5 get released as one game on PS4, but on the PS3 there was two separate games. Those could easily be on cartridge, no problem. And if they wanted 2.8, there's not much in that game. It's like a PSP remake and a DS remake. Not even a remake, just an upscale. That could fit in a cartridge as well. I would 100% buy a collection. See if they put all three of them in it, like in a box set, like 3 separate game cases, and charge me £60. I'd pay that all over for these 3 for the Switch. I think it would be a perfect fit. I think it would look really nice, the Kingdom Hearts graphics on Switch, but I ain't playing this in Cloud. I've no interest in Cloud. I don't want to play Cloud streaming on the Switch. I ain't got time for that.
The internet is getting better on the Switch with the Ethernet and the new dock and stuff.
I still don't want to play it. No.
I wouldn't either.
Or if I'm somewhere and I'm on a train, signal dips, and I'm in the middle of playing, no, I'm not going to do it. Digital or physical.
Yep, I totally agree. Buy the digital game and own it forever and play it wherever. Don't need an internet connection unless you're playing online, obviously. Or buy the physical game and own it forever. Fine. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of physical game sales,
let's get physical.
The UK box charts for the week ended October 2nd are as follows. Number 10, Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Number 9, GTA 5. Number 8, F1 2021. Number 7, Animal Crossing New Horizons. 6, Spider-Man, Miles Morales. 5, Minecraft, just on Switch again. New entry, number 4, Hot Wheels Unleashed. Hot Wheels Unleashed.
It's meant to be good, but I have no interest. Forza's like in a month. Forza Horizon 5's a month.
Why did you buy this? So weird. Number 3, Sonic Colors Ultimates. That's the remake of Sonic Colors. I thought this came out like weeks ago.
It did,
but that must have just been when the reviews dropped. Or maybe it just didn't get into the chart before. I don't know.
It didn't chart straight away.
Yeah, this is it. Or maybe the physical version got delayed. Maybe that's what.
I don't know. Or maybe there was a sale already.
No, it must have been the physical release got delayed. But yeah, Sonic Colors Ultimate is number 3. I was quite surprised to see Sonic in there, especially
Sonic's
a remake
game
that didn't like that well. But yeah, I like Sonic, so I've not bought this one and I won't.
I didn't like Colors.
No, I never played it. It was the Wii one. Number 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then number 1, FIFA 2022. Which, you expect that. I'm surprised Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still fucking up there, man. No, what do you think's number 1 next week? Do you think Metroid does it?
Yes.
Because was there something else that came out this week?
Nope. Guardians is in a week or two. The only other thing
FIFA, FIFA will stay number 1 next week. Metroid will be 2.
You think?
Yeah, even second week FIFA, you can't. Metroid won't be that. It's FIFA's a juggernaut, and it's on every platform. There's no way. There's no way that Metroid beats FIFA. No chance. I would love it if it did, honestly, because like
Metroid
don't
should beat FIFA.
yeah, like if you're gonna buy FIFA, you should really buy it day one, and then after that, buy Metroid. But anyway, that is all that we talk about. Oh, Deathloop, it fell off the chart this week, by the way, like completely. Like it's gone. And it's only been out a few weeks, so bye bye Deathloop. Just wait for it on Game Pass, I think.
Is that all the
But then
news
it's
you
all
wanted today, Andy?
that's it.
So, thank you once again for tuning in and watching another episode of this week's news. We will catch you both on Tuesday for the weekly podcast. We're going back to Tuesday. We just fell on to Friday for everything this week. Thank you very much once again. Leave us comments on what you thought about this week's news. What do you think about Joy-Con drift? Are you a Joy-Con drift sufferer? Have you been a victim of Joy-Con drift? Who are you going to call? Not us. Anyway, we will catch you all on Tuesday. Thank you very much. Peace.